Do you think that Diddy will be back to full-fledged Diddy after this whole thing?
Yes.
Or do you think he'll pull a Russell Simmons and say, you know what, it's ballot time?
No. This is going to make Diddy bigger. He's not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's guilty for paying some dudes to have sex with his girl, but these women weren't victims. They wasn't sex trafficked. They wasn't kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
People talking about, oh, he kidnapped Cassie at the hotel, but no, he didn't. He dragged her from there to there, and we seen her walk right out of the goddamn hotel with the security guy. Mm-hmm. And the security guy asked her, hey, do you want me to call the police? No. She had ample time to call the police in several different incidents. She was never kidnapped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, I believe that Diddy will come home. I hope that whoever that he was doing his reality show with his kids reinforce the deal or put the deal back in place, and let's see him, have a reality show with his kids and more or less see him, come back and get it back together.
Do you think the industry will embrace him again?
Here's my best example of that. When Chris Brown and Rihanna went through with what they went through, right? Mm. Chris Brown, that nigga, he couldn't get a spotlight on him. Mm. Everybody hated on him, right?
Yeah.
Look at Chris Brown today, right? People they forgive and they forget, right?
But this is my issue with Chris Brown. I feel like Breezy kind of did it outside of the Matrix, though. I feel like they weren't giving him no awards, wasn't giving him a lot of shine, but the music was so good and his artistry was so doggone strong that you just couldn't deny him because he was already a part of that doggone machine.
Yeah, but it took like maybe no longer than 2 years. It took like 3 or 4 years for people to accept him back. You had the I ain't gonna say no names. You had the billionaire rappers. You had the big comedians. They was blocking him. Mm. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to do BET Award. I was at BET around that time. He was supposed to do the BET Awards. The big comedian dude blocked him. The billionaire rapper that was connected to Rihanna blocked him. Mm. You know what I'm saying? They was making sure, they was making it hard for Chris Brown. But eventually, the people accepted him back. Yeah. Same thing with Diddy. Diddy is going to be easier. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you're going to be mad at him for what he do in his bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How long are you going to hold on to the domestic violence thing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. He beat Cassie ass in the Intercontinental Hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody is in agreement with that. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? No, that was very bad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if she forgave him, who the fuck are we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? If she forgave him and she stayed with him 2 years after that, and then left him, and then cheated on her husband to go back and still do another freak off with him while she was with her husband, right? If she forgave him for that, who are we to hold on to it?
You know, it's looking like her husband about to try to run off with his half of the money too.
Would you want to kiss her after finding out dudes was squirting in her mouth?
Oof.
No.
There's a lot going on.
If she go to kiss me, I might be like, baby. Like, I don't even think I would ever be able to kiss her again, knowing that she asked for that. That had nothing to do with Diddy. He didn't coerce that. He didn't call that play. She wanted the sex worker to squirt in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as a husband, you in the dark.
Yeah.
You meet this woman, you know what I'm saying? And you like, wow, that's who you are.
So
really
what you're telling me is that the real victim in this whole trial was her husband then?
Diddy was the victim to me.
Okay.
Because you had women that agreed to a lifestyle and then try to turn around and play victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the girl that, get caught cheating on somebody and then say, oh, the dude raped me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she got caught. She's guilty. She feels bad that somebody caught her in the act and then want to claim a crime when it was consensual. Ooh. So I feel like Diddy is the ultimate victim because even he's still paying this girl rent while he was in jail. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get up there and try to make him look like this bad guy when Jane Doe, most of the time, she really flipped because she felt like she wasn't being treated like the next chick. He gave her a proposition, she took it, and then she seeing Young Miami,
How did you feel about them hating on Young Miami? Because it seemed like a lot of this stuff stemmed from their hatred of how Young Miami was being treated.
Yeah, because Young Miami relationship wasn't theirs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you treating her like this, but we had to do that. But that's what you agreed to. You know what I'm saying? If I say, yo, let's go to Applebee's, and you cool with that, you know what I'm saying? And you see me take this girl to Red Lobster, you can't be mad when you was okay with Applebee's. Now you see me over here and I took her to Red Lobster, you know what I'm saying? Now you upset? You should have said you wanted the cheese biscuits too. I'd have took you over there too. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me because you wanted the goddamn the Applebee's.
The burger, yeah.
Like, come on.
But no, I feel that. I mean, well, then lastly, Choke, I mean, what else you got to tell these folks? How can they contact you? Is there anything else they need to know out here, sir?
Y'all better take that man act serious. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, even Trump, like that needs to fall on Trump's desk. Like, how long are y'all going to keep using this act against black men, this man act against black men? Because y'all not using it against Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner had a whole Playboy mansion. He traveled across the country with the Playboy bunnies. He probably even international. There were women that got raped in the Playboy mansion, right? What Elvis married a 14-year-old, right? They didn't use the man act on him when he traveled around with Lisa Presley, right? You know what I'm saying? But for a black man, when the statute of limitations up, oh, let's go get the man act and charge him with that. A law that's 120 years old, bro. 120 years old. Somebody, and I hope Diddy, like he ran, the Vote or Die campaign, get out and say, yo, Choke, you right.
Yeah.
Let's go start this movement. You've been telling everybody about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support you in that. You know what I'm saying? And let's go around and get signatures from the Nellies, from the Jay-Z's, from the Bow Wows, whoever is celebrities in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all black brothers, y'all will be next. They're not going to use it on the white guy. They're not going to use it on... Think about these rock and roll dudes, right? Party like a rock star, right? The Beastie Boys, you look at they music videos, how they used to crash out their music videos. They're not going to use it against the Beastie Boys, but they'll use it against LL Cool J.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that if y'all don't think that the Mann Act is going to pop up again, like you can get laws abolished, you could get laws taken off the table. Trump, they might use it against you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I think that it's a time for people, if you didn't pay attention before, like I forewarned Diddy. Like, and I keep going back to Diddy because I knew it when Gene and them was going out there telling all these salacious ass stories. I told Diddy, yo, lawyer up. These niggas getting ready to send you to jail. And it happened. I told him, Diddy, pay attention to the Mann Act. They gonna use it on you. They did it. So at what point that when what I'm saying is it still going to keep falling on deaf ears, or are y'all going to pay attention?
Y'all heard the man. Get down with the movement. Be Hot Radio shouted, choke no joke. Holla at y'all in a minute, man.
All right, y'all make sure y'all hit me up at Real Choke No Joke on Instagram, TikTok. I'm on there. And subscribe to the channel, Choke No Joke, off the D. Austin III, if you want these jewels, because I'm giving them to you. And hopefully you're going to listen. All right? One love.
Holla!